Hey there, welcome on back. As always, I'm Carl with Target's Attitude, absent minded professor of knives and all things sharp. Pull up your chairs, grab your pens and paper, class is about to begin. Today, we're looking at a new one from Civivi, the Relic. That's right, another new one from Civivi. As I've mentioned before, Civivi tends to come out with so many new knives so quickly that it's almost impossible to keep up. I can't do a review of every one I'd love to do, but I try to do as many as I can. But before we get too far into the knife itself, let's get the syllabus work out of the way, shall we? If you're new to the channel, welcome. Here on Fridays, we do mainly knife reviews. Occasionally I'll do a review of a piece of camping or survival equipment, compasses, flashlights, cooking gear, that sort of thing. But mainly knives. Then on Mondays, I do knife basics, which you really need to know. This is aimed more at the person who's new to the world of knife collecting and wants to know what we mean when we start holding out all these terms. What is D2? What is Nitro V? What is G10? What's a flat grind? What's a hollow grind? These terms that tend to be a bit confusing to those who are new to the world of knives. For those of you who have been with us for a while, welcome back. I'm glad you could make it. Just got one question for you, and yes, you do know what it is. Have you subscribed yet? Okay. Crickets again. Come on, people. It's so simple. We're almost to 1,500 subscribers, and we'll be doing a knife giveaway when we get there. But for now, just hit that button right down there that says subscribe, then hit the bell next to it. It's a win-win situation. You win because you never miss any of my neat new videos. I win because, let's be honest, the more subscribers I have, the easier it is to get all these neat new things. But on to what you really came here for, the knife. The Relic is really a nice little knife. I mean, as always, it's got the C on the pivot point for Civivi. The blade shape is very old-fashioned, very reminiscent of what you might find an archaeologist digging up at some site. So the name fits beautifully. It does look like a relic. The handle is G10, nicely textured so it fits in your hand. Looks a little blocky, but it's actually chamfered just enough that it's very comfortable in the hand. Just a little bit of jimping on the back of the blade, enough that your thumb gets a nice purchase when you're holding it like that. The pocket clip can be switched to left hand carry, but you're stuck with tip up carry. You can't get it to tip down, which is a shame. No for a lanyard, which is a shame, but it happens. Blade on this one is a black washed Nitro V steel. It's also available in a plain stone wash Nitro V and a Damascus. And Civivi does make a very nice Damascus. So, blade itself is about 3.5 inches long enough to be useful for just about anything you might need, not so long as to leave it hard to fit in the pocket comfortably. All in all, very nice, very smooth, which I've come to expect from Civivi. Gives a nice fidget factor. This one has black washed liners, and as you can see, they are skeletonized. Not by a lot, maybe, but they are skeletonized, which helps keep the weight down, which is, again, nice. All in all, very, very sweet. But how does it do in our standard barrier test? That's the important question, after all. Well, let's find out, shall we? As always, this is straight out of the box. No touch-up, no nothing. Let's see here how it goes. Yeah. Being back. smooth work on paper, which is pretty much what I expected. Let's see how it does with cardboard. Standard piece of standard corrugated box. And I cut off the side very smoothly. I'm not going to bend down to get it. I'm just going to cut off another piece. Goes through it fairly smoothly. And it'll make fast work of just about any cardboard box I can think of, which is nice. Let's see here. We need to check hang package test. And dummy me forgot to grab a bottle. I'll be right back. Okay, standard soda bottle. It should work quite nicely. Let's see. And that clip point goes right in, very sweet. And trying to hang up just a little bit. On the other hand, it's not. Excuse me. Yeah, took that apart very nicely. Very sweet. I forgot to mention, but this is a flat grain blade, which may be part of why it was hanging up a little bit. And the back is just a little thick, but not outrageously so. Let's see here. Paracord. Let's see how it does with paracord, shall we? Yeah. Not quite as smooth as I thought, but it took. Yeah. Let's try again. Okay, that one was smooth as I thought it would be. And tiny little loop that we can just get the tip through. 1, 2. Very sweet. Okay, so we've done paper, cardboard, paracord, hang packaging test. Time for zip tie then. Let's see how it does on this. You all know my views on zip ties, so I won't beat that again. Just they are hard to cut. 2. I cut it. Not as smooth as I would have liked, but it cut it. Let's see here. See how it does on chopping. Not bad. Not as well as I'd like, but not bad. On the other hand, I'm not going to use this style of blade for chopping very many things. Let's see here. I got some leather here somewhere. Just where did it go? Where did it go? Okay. This is annoying. I don't know where the big piece of leather went. But here's a small scrap. Let's see how it does on this. Cutting very nicely. Yeah. Makes fast work of leather, that's for sure. Wood. Scrap piece of wood from my shop. Let's see here. Let's start by seeing how it does getting away. Yeah. Just for smoothing, it does very nicely. Let's see here. Feathering up beautifully. Quite nice. Let's see how it does on stabbing. That pierces the wood beautifully. Very, very sweet. Let's see here. Where is... My leather glove is missing again. Yeah. Don't do this often because, well, it's dangerous as I proved in one video. But, let's see. Yeah. As long as I don't do it often and break a pivot point, you can baton with it. Very sweet. Let's see here, one other thing. Wiring harness. You're stuck in the middle of nowhere and have to repair wiring harness on your car? Well, let's do the trick. Sure will. How about splitting the wire? Very sweet. How about stripping the wire? Yep. Strip the wire beautifully. Normally I do the ferro rod on this, but it's got two strikes against it. Once there's no sharp edges except for the blade, and two, that black finish would keep the steel from getting against the ferro rod. So, yeah, it's just maybe one of the plain blades would do a better job, but this one definitely isn't. But you can't have everything. So let's see, did it take any damage? If it's going to use Nitro V steel, I'd hope not, but let's see. Most definitely not. Yeah, like a gull through the air. So there you have it. The Relic from Civivi. Once again, what can I say? Beautifully caged bearings, nicely fitted to the hand, nicely centered. Just for a knife, it's just retail price of $84.95 and a minimum advertised price of $72.21. It's hard to beat. Very hard to beat indeed. So, yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned a little something. I'll see you next week. In the meantime, I'll leave you with a couple videos here I think you'll enjoy. As always, you can hit that target right there if you need to subscribe. And remember, it may be ability decides what you can do. It may be motivation decides what you will do. But it's attitude decides how well you do it. So if you're going to do it with attitude. See you now. Bye.